My shorts were very, very small. Well, the beginning of my career, if you call it a career, is started really in 1981. You know, I started windsurfing in 1974, and I started competing in 1976 as an amateur. I won my first world championship in '76 in the Bahamas, and I competed when I was in school, in high school, as an amateur. In 1981, the sport turned professional. You know, companies started to want to pay people to ride their boards and clothing and stuff, and that's when I graduated from high school. So I was really, really lucky with the timing that the year I finished school was the year the sport turned pro. Yeah, it's impossible now to be the best, but it's still possible to be one of the best. One of. You know, I was never the best. I was always one of the best, I think. I think windsurfing is a fantastic therapy. I think sports like windsurfing that challenge you individually and bring you into nature, you can't get more into nature than that. You're feeling it, you're tasting it, you're falling in it. It challenges you mentally, it challenges you physically, and it gives you a real sense of satisfaction because you're accomplishing something just by yourself. You're using the wind and the water to move, to go, and it's physical, and it's like mind, body, spirit. It's really important for people to get out and play to a degree, and this is what I've told people recently a lot, is children know how to play. They play every day, but it's not just children, it's grown-ups. There's nothing better than meeting somebody who's 50, 60 years old and they tell me, oh, I used to windsurf. Long time ago, I used to have a picture of you on my wall 30 years ago, but I don't windsurf anymore. And I go, what's stopping you? You know, and get back out there. It's better than ever. You loved it then, you're gonna love it even more now, because you grow up, you get a job, you get a family, and you stop playing. And that play is what makes you alive. I think, again, it kind of comes back to staying young. You know, children feel that all the time. As you grow up, you learn, you fall down, you learn from it. You hurt yourself, you learn from it. You're scared, you learn from it. And then you grow up and you stop getting these feelings. Or at least you stop getting those feelings in a healthy environment. You get fear when somebody puts a gun to your head. That's not good fear. It's not a good situation, but to put yourself into situations where you kind of control it, but you're challenged and you're scared and you're pushing yourself emotionally and physically, it's healthy. It's being alive. You know, I like to be scared. And some days out there, I almost don't want to go. You know, it's like, that's gnarly, you know, and you kind of hold yourself back, especially getting a little bit older. don't think so. A lot of people, when they see stuff like that, they think, wow, crazy, you know, extreme sport. But I always looked at what I did, that I did it with very calculated risk. I was never a guy that, like, to learn a new trick, I wouldn't just go, oh, that's cool, see what happens. I always calculated things really methodically and slowly and think about it a lot, start super slow. So for me, the risks are measured and I'm comfortable. You're still apprehensive, but there's a certain comfort level, and I don't like to go very often over that comfort level. So sometimes I'll do things that look totally crazy, but for me, I'm not really playing with the edge very often anymore, you know? I'm not really pushing over it. I'll move it up, move it up, move it up, but I never jump here. Crazy. My life is crazy right now. If I'm home, I wake up, I have breakfast with my daughter, normally. I look at the weather, because everything I do is based on what's going on out there, wind and waves. And in the old days, you would wake up and look out the window, and your day would be based on looking out the window. Now we have the internet, and the forecasting is so good. We go online and we can see the wind is going to be like this tomorrow, the waves are going to be like this tomorrow, and for about 1 week we can predict pretty well what the wind and waves are doing, and not just here but everywhere in the world. And that gives a little bit more planning than we used to have, because literally in the old days my whole day was based on what I would do in the morning when I wake up and see what's going on. And now I can plan a little bit better. It's definitely more than a sport. For a lot of people, it's more than a sport. It's this whole surfing culture. It's not just windsurfing. Windsurfing is an extension of surfing. I think everybody wants to be a surfer somehow. Whether it's wakeboarding, surfing, windsurfing, kite surfing, stand-up. It's all, to me, it's all surfing. We're surfing in different ways. I had fun. It was a good experience. It was a good day for me. Really good group of people, super cool. Good fun, really supportive. You know, made me relax and comfortable, which in something like this I think is the most important, because it's obviously unusual for me. So being relaxed was fun. The clothes were great. Nothing that I felt stupid in. You know, sometimes you can feel like a clown if you're too out of character, but everything there was nice. Nothing I didn't want to wear, which is good. Like, you don't want to look like an idiot, and sometimes people go, "Here, wear this," and you're like, no, thank you. So that was good. best one was bringing everybody down the cliff, showing everybody my spot. You know, this is my little special secret piece of paradise, and not many people have seen it, and it's fun to share it and show people and show them something that you normally wouldn't see here, and I'm proud of it. So it's cool to share it, you know, with people that, especially people that come from somewhere completely different, and it's like, wow, that's a real piece of Hawaii, you know, it's hard to find. So that was cool. I like sharing it. Running joke, don't piss into the wind.
Okay, thank you.
My saying is, life is what you make it. So make it a good one.
Okay, thank you very much.
Sure.
Just bye-bye, Sporting.
Bye. Thank you. See you next time.
Okay.